19. Under wing, you've hung up my desperate need to spread, to take flight. Potential can't propel me across nations when the stormy weathers show. A single storm to shake your shelter, frozen in a wintry disease, left to thaw in a cool spring breeze. Summer reminded me when flight and freedom had meaning to me. My ailments empty, a deep breath, a strong winded lung, and in creep their memory. Simple freedom, a chance to allow yourself life, to be righteous, to learn from another as opposed to self, an encompassing cliche, the complexities of being free, a right to rule, the privilege to obey, a vague perception of justice, the uncertainty of fairness. But I'll leave my weighted wings behind, walk, not fly, sail, not soar, if it's what freedom deems necessary. Okay. Okay, so the next one is, so some of these are kind of funny. A lot of them are kind of funny. Yeah, this is one of those. I think it's hilarious. Some people think it's sad. My therapist thought it was really funny. Well, no, it was my psychiatrist that thought it was really funny. So anyways, May 1st, 2019. I need a break, need a better heart, need a life, need to learn. I'm a loser. That's all there is to it. You can sit around and beg me to stop feeling that way all day. Just know, in my mind, it's true. But I don't think of this as a negative thing the way you do. I'm just enabling others to be winners. Because someone has to lose. Why not me? The next one is definitely about. The next one is definitely about our political climate, and even back then it was bad. This was 5 years ago. Now it's just like, what is going on? So here goes. May 7th, 2019. Close your eyes to the world. What you don't need to see can't leave an eerie impression with your eyes closed. The blanket doesn't need to cover the total of your toes, rather it should cover the sum of your fears, your eyes and your ears. Okay. So this next one, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to if you're chronically ill or just a normal person who's really neurotic. And anyway, I'll stop talking and read it. Insomniacs, being over-medicated, abilities underrated, they're everywhere. Each hour they lie awake, a rattle, thoughts of what to do in head. I could be more productive at night, but wide-eyed I lie awake in bed. You imagine the banters had today, how you plan to discuss them tomorrow, chatting yourself into the thoughts of disarray. See them tumble around the brain like laundry, but one overload and suds spill onto the floor. You wonder how clean can be, or when does clean become dirty? Will your house fill with suds to mop? Sounds like a fun endeavor, no doubt, to the most chaotic living creature. And a word to the wisest souls, we live to be the creature chaos makes. There's one detail you should know. Cooperation acts as the burly key to tame insomnia's scattered glow. But hey, what do I know? I wrote this at 3 a.m. The next one, again, a few of these, I'm going to really try hard not to laugh while I'm reading them, but they just get so outrageously goofy as to where my mind was going as I was writing it, and my mind goes back to just that weird place every time I read it. So, anyways, July 19th, 2019. Okay. Puppeteers and puppets. Could you be the controller or the vessel of spewing the echoes of another beneath your puppet strings? Crazy conspiracy theorists, doomsday preppers bouncing off the walls of their bunkers. I've heard each of them. The men on their high horse and the guys who knock them off like Humpty Dumpty. Where could the king's horses and men be? Out to lunch, I see. Fearmongers, fearful abiding citizens. Those stepping outside their trying ego to say no to fear, bravery. Those serving justice get shot down daily, leaving behind fat shoes to fill, and who can fill them better than the last? Oh, how sparse I see the people who try to discern others, the people of acceptance, true two sides of a coin types, and they're tossing it to see more. Reflect on this when you make what you see as a static statement, a message for the messengers. Be flexible, try bending to fit for once. Flip the damn coin. So this next one, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Salvador Dali, but he does these really cool paintings, and I'm not talking about melting clocks, those are boring. But other paintings he has are really cool, and this was really honestly just totally inspired by Salvador Dali. It is titled Don't Be the Meat, written July 22nd, 2019. Staring into oblivion at your own expense, carrying on in combat with yourself, control the stiff, jagged elephant on stilts, become the raggedy chest of drawers, or the woman with the meat propped up on her crutches. Dangle your offering before the world. You aspire to run out of you, then hide for none to seek, glued within your migrant way in the subtlety of sitting tight. No one speaks of admiration, honest hands of youth, abundance a home in your heart has to offer. Open up, tilt her over, let those drawers spill out onto the floor. Combust, giraffe, so everyone can see, rather they watch clocks melt on the walls until daylight has run out. Then find a candle flicker in the blackness of the ticking. See its light glitter for a moment, dull out, then extinguish. Blinded, awaiting the anxiety of another's exclusion. Don't be the meat. Now we're to August, going right through here. A question for the ages, written August 2nd, 2019. Writers need to be the creators of new cliches. Our common ground in verse, we've heard each one bathe in cynicism. There is subtle melody of melancholy in the ear. Society fails to change. Dead philosophers, scholars, and poets who conveyed truth, they conveyed it best. Forgotten a million years behind messages, hints to the heart, truth mattered. To each of them a purpose. And one of us, suffering from insomnia, this does reference the other poem that I read earlier. Suffering from insomnia, how are we to be a gleam of light from 3 a.m. darkness? It's a question for the ages. All right, I got two more, but this is the last one from the book, Curiosity Didn't Kill the Cat. I don't think I told you guys what the name of the book was. And this is titled LG, if you know the brand LG of Life is Good, but I had to be goofy and write it as the title as ELGEE because people get complicated and they change names and you know how it goes. I like to see life as it is, with no mystery, no grand illusion, as much as it may appear. Ideas of our invention harbor greater meaning, our delusions an explanation light of ourselves. Take a look at your past self. Do you see you today? Evolution takes its toll. Okay, hold my composure. We grow into greatness. Not everyone. Some turn back into some strange slime, the primordial ooze. I'm not done yet. As you can wager the guess, I recognize them as much as a perfect stranger, sort of like being sick. Snot dripping from your nose, two panda eyes, mouth ajar to breathe, perhaps a hunch in your back to keep your head from aching. Yet there's something I've seen before. Everything's an adjustment for comfortable living. What about when you're not comfortable anymore? And the last one is going to be published in my next book, and I don't have a title. This isn't even edited, so you're getting a raw poem. So here goes. This is me trying to acclimate to a new area. So here goes. I want to be amazed. I want my thoughts provoked to relate, to state the truth of matters, whether brutally honest or boldly kind. I want to stand out again. I want to change the chameleon cube, kaleidoscope consideration, but my soul, it has no self-control. Oh, ye of little faith, you know I can calm the sea, clear your lungs from drowning waters, and make a bit of bread feed the multitudes. But God, they said to me, my faith, it wasn't free. And I'm asking you, what's the cost? Because there's nothing I have lost. What is it but a bit of jealousy, the envious green hue of the sick, sad, and blue? And could I say I loved you any way, any day, wouldn't change you, wouldn't save you? Just hoping for your happiness, peace, tranquility, stability. Do you hear me? I said I wouldn't change you, but me, that's a different story.